Hi everyone. This is Mark Buckles from New Mexico State University, Carlsbad. This VoiceThread PowerPoint presents ideas on interpersonal, group, and workplace conflict and discusses myths about conflict and principles of conflict. Among the goals in learning module number 9 are to learn about the nature of conflict and to learn to use productive conflict management strategies. Interpersonal, group, and workplace conflicts are interdependent and occur when goals are seen as incompatible, or one person sees another as interfering with the attainment of a goal. Procedural and people conflicts arise in the workplace and in formal groups. Procedural conflicts are disagreements over who's in charge, the agenda or task of the group, and how the group should conduct its business. People conflicts occur when one member dominates the group, members battle for control, or some members refuse to participate. Among the myths about conflict are that conflict is best avoided, that conflict between people means that they have a bad relationship, that conflict damages interpersonal and small group relationships, and that conflict is bad because it reveals our negative selves. Among its principles are: conflict can center on content or relationship issues. Conflict can be negative or positive. Conflict takes place in a context, and styles of conflict have consequences. Conflict can center on content and relationship issues. Content conflict centers on objects, events, and personas that are usually external to the parties involved. Relationship conflicts are precisely that, conflicts with the relationships between individuals. When conflicts are negative, they increase negative regard for the opponent, lead to a closing off from others, and lead to resentment. In negative conflicts, rewards become difficult to exchange, and relationships enter deterioration and dissolution. When conflicts are positive, they encourage problem solving, and relationships may encourage stronger and healthier. Positive conflicts stop resentment from increasing and demonstrate the worth or value of relationships. Just as does all communication, conflict takes place in a context. Communication contexts are physical, socio-psychological, temporal, and/or cultural. Conflict styles have consequences. In competing, the message is, I win and you lose. By avoiding, we both lose. In accommodating, the message is, I lose and you win. In collaborating, I win and you win. In compromising, I win and lose and you win and lose. To manage a conflict productively, before the conflict, try to fight in private. Be sure everyone is ready to fight, and so, importantly, know what you're fighting about. Fight about problems that can be solved, and consider what beliefs might need re-examination. To manage a conflict productively, after the conflict, learn from the conflict. Keep the conflict in perspective. Resolve to avoid unfair tactics in the future. After the conflict, increase the exchange of rewards and cherishing behaviors. The stages of conflict management are the stages of problem solving. Begin by defining and analyzing the problem. Establish criteria for evaluating solutions. Identify and evaluate possible solutions. Select and test what appears to be the best solution. A variety of conflict management strategies exist. At best, we try to avoid win-lose solutions and embrace rather win-win solutions. Active fighting, that is, argumentativeness, is preferable to avoidance. Talk is preferable to force, and empathy to blame. Replace manipulation with spontaneity. Substitute acceptance for personal rejection. Keep present focused. Avoid gunny sacking, saving up resentments, and belt lining, fighting dirty to win. Assume face-enhancing strategies. Avoid aggressiveness. Again, choose argumentativeness. Let's take some time with our last slide to consider Table 13.2 on page 278 of our text. The differences between what DeVito calls argumentativeness and verbal aggressiveness. This concludes Learning Module 9's PowerPoint lecture on interpersonal, small group, and workplace conflict. Next, we'll consider the stages and theories of interpersonal relationship.